The city, it's a city that was in war for 30 years, so the people, very poor people, particular country, particular people, especially particular police, because maybe it was the worst experience, because I've been in Bosnia, I've been in Iraq, but I never met this kind of police. The organization was absolutely ineffective, big cultural issue about literacy, an enormous percentage of people illiterate, so the challenge was big, very big. The police have done good progress, really good progress, and if we could see to the army, we could understand that in 5, 6, 7 years we could make the same progress with the police. The problem was that at the beginning US focused on the army and nobody focused on the police, because officially, especially some European countries should focus on the police, should reorganize the police, but when we think about Afghanistan and we think about reorganizing something, reorganizing means putting money. If you put your money, you can reorganize something. But if you send only mentors, experts, coach, etc., you cannot achieve any kind of result. And this was the main issue in Afghanistan. So many people, so many countries that try to provide expertise, recommendation, etc., and nobody thinks that they need money. When anti-May has been activated, immediately the salary of the police has been increased. They start to receive equipment, material, uniform. Now, after 1 year, if you go through Kabul, you can see people with good uniform, good weapon, good equipment, good cars, and obviously to do that they need money. And we start to put money, to pump money in the police only 1 year ago. The most favorite moments? Okay. The most important, the most favorite moments was, I think, when we start to develop some quality training for our Afghan colleagues, when we start to train officers, NCOs, provincial commander, and we start the process to provide the so-called quality training. I repeat, leadership training is important, because if we are able to improve the capability of the leaders, we could reorganize the police, we could transform the police, we could move the police toward the Western model. Police that should become a merit-based organization, a police in which people could trust, etc. We cannot say that there is one stressful moment, because the big issue in Afghanistan is to synchronize our mentality with the Afghan mentality. I used to say that we are the ASAP guys, they are the Inshallah guys. This is not a criticism. We have to adapt our mentality, our timeline, our expectation to their mentality. And in many cases, working with the police or working with the army, you could be frustrated, because you are in a hurry, you understand that you can solve the problem, and they have their time. And we have to respect their time and their rhythm. This is the most important thing that I've learned working with them. It's completely different, because the Taliban is a religious movement, but I think that we could make a comparison between a society in which we have mafia and a society in which there is corruption, organized crime, etc. Because to solve the issue, first of all, it's not a criminal issue. It's a social problem. I used to say that, for example, if in a basement there is one criminal, this is a job for me and for the judge. But if in the basement all the people are criminals, this is not a criminal issue, this is a social issue. So all the actors of the society should work together. And when I talk about all the actors, I talk about the school, the family, the religious, the political power, the economy, etc. And to win and to succeed, it takes time. To succeed, it takes time. I mean that we need generation. To succeed with this kind of issues, to change the mentality, we need 2-3 generations. We need 40, 50, 60 years, more or less. Because changing the generation is not a simple issue. I repeat, now I know a different country because I had the opportunity to visit and to work in Lebanon, in Iraq, in Bosnia, in Albania. This is a different country. This is an Islamic country, but this is a completely different country. This is the first time I was involved in a police training activity, because in the past I was in charge for operational unit. I repeat, what I learned is that to deal with this society we need time, and we have to accept their time. It's absolutely useless to try to speed it up, etc. My next assignment is the command of the 1st Mobile Brigade. The 1st Mobile Brigade consists of 2 regiments in Rome, the Horse Regiment and Motorized Regiment, and 10 battalions spread all over Italy, responsible for the public order, riot control, etc. So I'll have a lot to travel, because obviously I have a battalion in Milan, Sicily, in Sardinia, all around Italy. A couple of weeks in vacation, but to move myself from Caserta to Rome, I have to find an accommodation, etc. I don't have so much time for a vacation. Maybe, I don't know, in Christmas or next summer, but now I have to start with a new job as soon as possible. To trust in the possibility to improve the Afghan police, because I repeat, it's like a race, okay? The army is better than the police, but they start to be reorganized. We start to reorganize them 8-9 years ago, so they have 8-9 years of advantage. And sometimes, if we make a comparison between the police and the army, we could be frustrated. But if we realize that they had 8 years, 9 years more to develop the system, the organization, etc., we could change the perspective, and we could say, okay, this is the army, the police could achieve the same kind of results. It's only a matter of time.